Imagine if today were your last. Have you made a difference? Have your words lifted someone up or have they gone unheard? Edgar Guest's poem, Have You Earned Your Tomorrow, asks us to look beyond the routine of daily life and question whether we have truly given our best. In a world so focused on what we gain, have we stopped to consider what we give? This poem challenges us to think deeply that did we make today count? Have we earned the right to face tomorrow with pride in the kindness we have shown? Hey everyone, I'm so excited to kick off our new poetry playlist. Poetry has always held a special place in my heart. There's just something magical about how a few words can evoke such deep emotions. I would love for this playlist to reflect all of our taste. So please drop your favorite poems also in the comments because in this playlist I'm going to cover some wonderful poems, some classic poems, some contemporary poems as well. Today, the poem which I'm going to read out to you and explain is a wonderful piece written by Edgar Guest. I hope all of you must be knowing already, right? And the name of the poem is Have You Earned Your Tomorrow? So let's begin. Is anybody happier because you passed his way? Does anyone remember that you spoke to him today? This day is almost over and its toiling time is through. Is there anyone to utter now a kindly word of you? Did you give a cheerful greeting to the friend who came along, or a churlish sort of howdy and then vanish in the throng? Were you selfish, pure, and simple as you rushed along the way? Or is someone mighty grateful for a deed you did today? Can you say tonight, in parting with the days that's slipping fast, that you held a single brother of the many that you passed? Is a single heart rejoicing over what you did or said? Does a man whose hopes were fading now with courage look ahead? Did you waste the day or lose it? Was it well or sorely spent? Did you leave a trail of kindness or a scar of discontent? As you close your eyes in slumber, do you think that God would say, You have earned one more tomorrow by the work you did today? Beautiful, right? So now I'm going to explain this poem to you line by line. Is anybody happier because you passed his way? This line asks if, through your actions or presence, you have made someone's day better or even brought them joy. It's a call to reflect, to ponder upon that how you impact others' lives positively. Does anyone remember that you spoke to him today? Does anyone remember the kind, beautiful words that you spoke to that person? And have you ever wondered that your words can impact someone in such a deep and profound manner? It questions that whether your words mattered enough to be remembered. And it also emphasizes the importance of meaningful, uplifting communication with others. This day is almost over and its toiling time is through. The speaker reminds us that the day is nearing its end. The day is nearing its end is actually a metaphorical statement. It also means that life is passing quickly by. It suggests that time is running out and therefore it's very essential to make a difference in the present day. Toiling time means the time that you have spent in hard physical work. So the hard physical work of the entire day is now getting over. So time is running by and you need to take action as fast as possible. Is there anyone to utter now a kindly word of you? It asks that based on your actions today, someone would speak kindly of you. It challenges us to consider that how others perceive us and if we have been kind enough to earn their goodwill. The poem is filled with rhetorical questions, and the answers are already embedded in the questions itself. You give a cheerful greeting to the friend who came along. This line emphasizes again simple acts of kindness, a cheerful greeting, a smile, a positive expression, a sparkle in your eyes. It goes a long way, and therefore it can have a meaningful impact on someone's day. Or a churlish sort of howdy and then vanish in the throng. This line is just placed in contrast to the previous line. This questions that whether you were indifferent, dismissive, highlighting that how small, careless interactions can make others feel ignored. So, a churlish sort of howdy is like a rude way to say, "Hey, how are you?" It's a howdy is an informal, friendly greeting. So, before you greet somebody, always keep in mind that your simple greeting can actually lift somebody's mood. So, what do you decide to do? Would you rather go with a churlish, a rude sort of how do you do and then vanish in the crowd? Throng means crowd. Or were you selfish, pure, and simple as you rushed along the way? This again asks that if you focused only on yourself, people become very selfish when they only think about themselves. So, were you selfish? Were you just focusing on yourself, rushing through your day without considering others? It criticizes self centeredness and the failure to make time for others. Or is someone mighty grateful for a deed you did today? It again contrasts the previous line, where instead of being selfish and self centered, the poet is asking whether someone is thankful for something good you did, implying that selfless acts leave lasting impressions. Someone might be really grateful for a small act of kindness that you have done for that person. Can you say tonight, in parting with the day that's slipping fast? As the day ends, the speaker asks if you can look back with satisfaction, knowing you have made the most of it. It's again a reflective question about using time wisely. The day that's slipping fast. This again reminds us that time is fleeting, life is transitory, it is not permanent, and we need to act accordingly because we know that time is passing by. So if the day ends, it is also your duty, or our duty rather, to remember and to ponder upon with contentment that if we have really utilized the day in a productive manner. Here, productive again doesn't mean your materialistic wishes getting fulfilled, but rather making somebody happy and making somebody feel better. That you helped a single brother of the many that you passed. This line asks that if you made a positive impact on at least one person today, reminding us that even small singular acts of kindness matter. You helped a single brother of the many. There are many people who we meet every day. We sometimes we don't even know their names. We may simply cross their path. But while crossing the path, even if we can make a difference to a single life, a single brother of the many, it matters a lot. It's a single heart rejoicing over what you did or said, the emotional impact of our actions. Whether someone is genuinely happier because of something you did or said today. A single heart rejoicing means somebody being extremely happy about what we did or even what we said. Does a man whose hopes were fading now with courage look ahead? This questions that whether you have given someone hope or courage through your actions. There may be people who are demotivated, they are disappointed with life, but one word of courage, one word of positivity can make that person look ahead in life with hope. So, did you do that? Did you waste the day or lose it? Was it well or sorely spent? So, let's evaluate how we've used our time today, asking that if it was wasted on trivial matters or used wisely to bring good into the world. Did you leave a trail of kindness or a scar of discontent? Again, this contrasts the outcomes of our actions. If we do something good for others, if we leave a trail of kindness, a path of kindness, if we have left kindness in our path, or we have caused hurt, negativity, and left a scar on someone's heart and soul. A scar is a wound, a deep wound. Discontent is when you are not happy or satisfied with something. So, what do we decide to do? Do we really want to hurt others or we want to leave a trail of kindness for others? As you close your eyes in slumber, do you think that God would say? This line introduces a spiritual reflection, asking whether a higher power, such as God, who's omnipotent and who's omnipresent, would approve of how you lived today, framing the day's actions in a moral light. You have earned one more tomorrow by the work you did today. It's a question, the final line, and it is the ultimate reflection, suggesting that the way we live today determines whether we deserve another day or not. It encourages us to live in a way that earns the future by making meaningful contributions in the present. This is a wonderful poem, and this poem encourages self reflection on how we use our time, how we treat others. It asks if we are making a positive difference in the lives of those around us, reminding us that every day is an opportunity to leave a lasting positive impact. Well, that brings us to the end of our first poem, and I hope you have enjoyed the poem. Do suggest your favorite poems in the comments so that I can explore them as well. Of course, our tutorial lessons based on our portions curriculum for ICSC will continue. But yeah, so I also wanted to cater to a different side of literature where we are not just busy with our exams, but we are also ready to explore, the beautiful poems, the classic pieces that we have in English literature. So that's the reason I started this new playlist. I am sure all of you are going to be with me, support me, and listen to these wonderful poems because that is the only way we can enrich our love for literature. And yes, those who are new to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel if you have enjoyed this poem. And of course, I will be coming with more such poems in future. And yeah, that's all for today. And have a beautiful, beautiful day ahead.